That was very much Anu Menon's idea, to put coal in my eyes and kind of do the eyebrows very, very sharp, and the hair was darker than my usual hair. You know, we wanted her to feel very earthy and desi, and so yeah, she really came up with that. And I kept, and of course I curled my hair, I tonged it, so she wanted to have a pretty young, you know, Bombay girl, and I think I'm glad it's very different from what I've done before. Nasir wasn't on board when I read the script, so it was very much the script itself. I just thought it's such a brilliant written script. I loved the fact that even though it was such a serious subject, there was so much humor and hope in the film, and because that's what humanity is all about, that, you know, that we find ways to rise above the most difficult things, you know, so that's really what caught me. Arjun is a very good friend of mine, and you know, we get along really well, so that was wonderful. Rajiv, I got on, he's my favorite character in the film. Like, I loved the character even on paper, and he just takes, like, he kind of just takes the limelight whenever he comes on, so it's brilliant. And of course, Rajat and me have worked together many times. We will work together many times more, so great.
How much do you know about the situation?
Nothing.
Truck hit his car and his head was smashed.
If I was in Tara's position in real life, clearly I have no idea what I would do. You can't be prepared for something like that. I would hope that, you know, I would be there, be the sensible person who tries to, you know, accept what has happened and tries, you know, to sort of inform herself and be responsible and find the right solutions. But God knows what you go through when something like that happens. The hospital was weird, you know, because we would feel like we didn't have any oxygen. I remember we used to get these massive headaches when we spent the whole day shooting there, because I don't know if it was the ventilation or something, and we were working on a floor which was separate from obviously where the patients are, so maybe the ventilation or something wasn't right, but we would always get these severe headaches, and I would keep going downstairs for my lunch, like sit on the grass and eat.
I'm so fucking done with you.
It was a very special film. It was an emotional film. It's a complete pleasure to work with Nasir every time. It's so fantastic. I hope we'll work many times together.
Shir, how come you never had kids?
जरूरत ही नहीं महसूस हुई। 40 साल ऐसे ही निकल गए।
40 years.
40 years.
Fuck.
You mean how wonderful?
I think people should see this film. I think people should see every film I do.